buddy? Where are we? Hey, going to the tent? Going down our old woods road. Tucker gets excited when he knows where he's at. Now, Tucker, get the sled all packed up. Sled's all packed up. All we need now is a bit of foot of snow. Think we're gonna get it today? What do you think? Any snow in forecast? Hey, buddy, go. Oh, Tucky. There you going, bud. We could use more snow. Just a little more. Even the frost in the ground. It's wet today and everything's sticking on, including the slide. Anyway, let's see what she's like inside after it's been at least a couple of months since I've been here. Well, hopefully everything's still intact. Find out shortly. Few leaves up there, not serious. What's she doing here? Came in early spring. There's a big old hornet's nest up here. Got that out of it before anything happened. It looks okay. Are you happy to be out, Tuck? Huh? Are you happy to be outside? Back to the tent, eh? Wood paw's on knocked over there, buddy. Eh? Wasn't like that a couple of months ago. Maybe the wind on the trees rocking back and forth. Wasn't exactly a big wood paw to start with. You doing, buddy? Getting nice and clean now before you get in the tent, eh? Tucker, it's good to be out, eh? Good to get out for a day. Rusty nuts would say, get the smell of house off you, eh? Gets a little sticky when I haven't been used for a while. A little bit of rust particle build up on the pipe. Not serious. This looks Canadian. Hockey puck. Quebec. Wouldn't you know it? So this was a gift. I'm going to give it a try here today as a fire starter. This is, feels like it's got some kind of wax on it. Fire strip rolls. I'm not sure how much I need. Got just a little piece tore off here. Get the. Just take it the way I figure should be good. Get some feathery edges to it. A little bit of stuff during the stove. And we'll see if we can take some smart. Oh yeah, very nice. Really took a spark. So again, I mentioned it earlier, I got some wood pieces that doing some woodwork at home in the shade there this summer, and all my little scrap wood. Normally I would have had burned in the backyard, but seemed like we had fire bans on everything this year. So in the middle of summer, so not to let it go to waste, we're bringing it out to the tent. You might even see some of it in the woods on a truck camping day. Draft open here. You want a bit of attention. Well, guys, it's good to get back in the tent. Hey, Tucky, what do you think? Somebody's got muddy paws and he's cleaning them off of my arm, and he's also on my bunk. What do you think? Hey, you think you should be allowed on my bunk with muddy feet? Yeah. Well, most times where it's colder, it's usually snow on the ground. Not always, but usually the ground is a bit frozen. This year, this is probably the earliest time we've spent a night in the fall. Yeah, get comfortable there, my buddy. Get comfortable. No particular reason, just a night to get away. Been in the house for the last couple of weeks and done a little bit ahead of the thing I had to do. Just 1 second now, I'm gonna get some light on the situation there. Ooh, Tucker. That's bright, buddy. Huh? That's the problem with this tent. It's really dark, and usually when I'm videoing, sometimes I can't even see if I'm actually getting anything type thing. If I'm relying on the camera, depending on the angle. What do you want? Huh? Oh, I want some neck scratches, huh? To everybody who's sending their Tucker neck scratches, here they are. There's nothing he loves better, I don't think. Well, as I was saying, we're out tonight. No particular reason, just a night get away. I wanted to get out, check on the tent again. This is the first year I've ever lifted up all summer. Just curious. I did check in on it a couple of times during the summer months, make sure everything was okay. First time out, there was a hornet's nest starting to develop in where you come through the door. I got rid of that. Since then, it's been clean. There has been no issues. Squirrels, of course, is always a big issue, especially if you got anything out for them type thing. Like I had my sleeping bag here all summer. That was in a container. His pillows are in a container. Tucky's blankets in a container. The only real thing that he could chew on other than the tent itself would have been the 2 cots. I did have an issue back a couple of years ago where I had my cot in folded up, not in the bag, just folded up. It made a perfect nest. When I came back in a couple of weeks, it was only a couple of weeks, maybe a month at the most. No, I would say a couple of weeks. And it was a great big squirrel's nest in the middle of my cot. Had to clean that up, of course. Today I got a bit of wood I want to get cleaned up. Okay, brother. Oh yes, I'm giving you attention. Not getting the right spot, am I? Not getting the right spot, am I? There he is. There he is. There he is. Okay, here we go. There you go. Okay. Everybody see that little lap dog? Huh? Oh, you're going down. All right. See you in a bit. Oh, stretch out. Watch out the stove. Okay. Go outdoors and get some more mud on you. I think you got all the others cleaned off of me. What are you doing, Tuck? What are you doing? Say hello to everybody. Say thank you to all the new subscribers, all the old subscribers, all the faithful subscribers, ones that tune in every week or however often we put up a video. I always make a comment, say hello. Really appreciate you guys. The comments are the fuel that keeps us going. The light is almost too bright there right now. Like I was saying earlier, it is dark in this tent. Thankfully, a couple of years ago, if anybody who's really watched my videos for a couple of years know that I really struggled with a lighting issue. A couple of lanterns that I tried out, not good at all. They basically broke. One of them actually I got repaired and I've started using it again, but I don't really have to use the lanterns a lot. Blue 80 as a sponsor has really come true to me. Right here today I got the Blue 80 Elite 100 V2. It's a 1800 watt solar generator. It only weighs 25 pounds. I've seen it now. You've seen a couple of my videos. Today this is what's powering my lights. I would have been powering lights. I got overhead, but I forgot my extension cord. All the things I've lost over the years, I've missed my memory the most. As I was saying, yeah, the Blue 80 has really come true. The Elite 100, of course, last year you would have saw me at the AC 180. Again, that's an 1800 watt generator. Both generators have a 1024 watt hour capacity. The reason I brought this one today and not the AC 180, this one is lighter, and then if you saw earlier in the video I had to tow it in. I did have both out to take with me for different reasons. I do want to, I guess I wanted to use my little electric chainsaw and saw up some of the wood I got here. It's way cleaner using a little electric one. I don't have anything big to cut up. It's probably not even bigger than a 2-inch round stick. Just something I can junk up to use in the stove. But I may need to charge the battery, so this Elite 100 V2 will do the job, no problems at all. Coming in the next couple of weeks, look out for Black Friday sales. Some awesome sales on the Blue 80 products. I'll have the details in the description, and maybe right here, right now, you'll see what the details are. But check the description. Don't forget, use my code for an extra 15% discount. I've had several people get back to me recently. They've used my code and they've given them a discount. One guy said he saved $75 by using my code. So if I can get a product and get a code and something that you can use, that's great. I've said it before on the channel, I'll say it again. As a YouTuber, that sounds strange, but you check with a lot of the YouTubers carrying products and what have you. I'm starting to find lately I'm really getting bombarded with emails from carrying different items, want me to promote it. I actually had one reach out to me at an item for Tucker, but it was an item that I had already purchased myself and it wasn't any good for Tucker. So I told him thanks but no thanks. Really appreciate their thought. There's a lot that I don't even bother at all. I do have one that I will be showing you later on that reached out to me. They've got a good product, but the product that they've got, or the one that they sent me to review, is probably not the best product for me. They probably got some really good products for me, but I will give you the pros and cons of the one that they sent me. So stay tuned a little later on in the video for that. I know some people don't like product reviews, but as somebody who's out using this, some of these items are fairly expensive, and if it's something that I want to use and I need to use, then by all means, if it benefits me, but if I can get a code that benefits you, then that's even better. I've had people stop following because of it. Put in your comments below. Positive, negative, I really don't care. I will defend any decision that I make, and sometimes I've had my mind changed that maybe I shouldn't do things as you do and the way I do things. Not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. Far from it. But right now, we're going to cut up a bit of wood. I'm hoping to catch the sunset this evening. I'm going to put on a pot of grouse soup now later on, so stay tuned. And we'll see what else we can conjure up for the day's over. at that. Now guys, I could easily do this with my little handsaw, but it's a lot easier. And I'm not really, like I say, having to process the wood. I got cut there. I brought along a lot of wood, this time the old scrap wood, which is quite adequate this time of year. You can see I only got a t-shirt on. It's about 10 degrees today, 10 Celsius. Not cold by any stretch of the imagination. It's going to cool down a bit tonight, but still, even then, I think it's only like 5 or 6. I've had a lot colder nights than that here. There's no wind in the forecast, and it's done for one colorful fall. Normally the trees go in phases where you get your reds, you lose your leaves, you get your yellows on your birches, you lose your leaves. By now all the leaves are gone, except for a few that would be hanging on, and now you would have your juniper or larch, or depends on, there's several people with different names, but they would turn yellow and all their needles would drop. This year we've had no heavy rains, or at least not here in Central. Well, all Newfoundland really. I've seen pictures come in, and even the reds are still here. Reds are usually gone by the end of October, but reds are staying, the yellows are staying, and now the juniper is starting to, the needles are changing to yellow, and they're all there. Now there's a lot on the ground, but there's a lot left on the trees, and it's done for the best autumn that I've seen in ages. So anyway, I'm going to process a little more of this wood here now, and we'll get that in the tent, and we'll keep the stove going, and see what else we can come up with. There's Tucker wandering off to there. Not too far, Tucky. Off the ball, buddy. Hey, some nice out there, isn't it? Well guys, we got a nice pile of wood there, Tuck. What do you think? Not any big drastic, wouldn't get us through the winter, but it'll get us through a couple of nights in the tent. That was basically just small stuff that I cut around there when we cleared up the foundation for place to put the tent down. Really should have done a video on that. Basically what I got done, if you're new here, you may not have seen it as you go back to my old stuff, but I got just some pallets put down, got it boarded over. The tent is 9 by 11 floor space. By doing this, I'm up off the ground. I used to camp in it on the ground. I had some nightmare stories there. You know, to go back through the old stuff and see tent got flooded and what have you. But all good stuff. And I plan on getting back on the ground again. Not with this tent. This tent's going to stay here for a little while now. I do have an old tent that someone gave me that I'm hoping to try out this winter. And I also got a new tent that you probably would have seen me camping during the summer. I'm hoping to get out in that one during the winter. See how things go and what other sort of surprises life throws at me. But we'll take it as it comes. And right now I got the wood cut up here. Saw died on me, so I got to charge the battery now. I do have a spare battery, but I'm going to charge that one anyway, just to make sure. I don't have much else to do with any processing any wood, but I'd like to have the saw charged just in case. I might want to clear the path. There's a couple places out here where there's a few sticks across where I got to come in there, and just to clear it up, make it a little better for the winter months and months to come. Anyway, stay tuned and we'll get pot of soup on the go. Alright guys, the Blue Eddy is not only giving me light air, it's actually charging the battery now for the saw. So I got 2 good batteries. We got the wood pretty well all cut up, but I just want to use the saw for a few other things. As you can see right now, that charger's drawn toward 30 watts. Of course there's no input because there's no sun today, and we don't have very long days now. I charged it coming out in the truck, and oh, she's really charging. She's ramping up to now 65 watts. But this one can handle it, no problem at all. We'll get the battery charged up fully, and we're going to get some soup on now on that stove. You can see when I turn off the light, it is pretty dark in there to see what I'm doing. Really, you can't operate. You just can't operate unless you get up in the light from the door or get right angle from the door. Anyway, right now, let's get a pot of soup on the go. Before we get that pot of soup on the go, I gotta get a cup of tea on the go. It's 3 o'clock now. Time for a coffee or a cup of tea, whatever you prefer. So hang on, let's get the kettle on. Okay guys, this evening we're going to have some grouse soup. I guess the main ingredients in the grouse soup is going to have to be a grouse. This is the one I shot. Actually, I think this one was one that I shot when I was moose hunting. Today, same day we got our moose. Tucker, you get your... Basically what I got here is got the 2 legs. Break this up. Put that in there. And this is the heart. That'll go in there. And the breast, the liver. Oh. We'll cut up some of it. But really, we're just going to put the bone in like it is. Just cut some of it off the breast like this. Just to get some meat in our soup. So you won't have to take it all out and eat it one big chunk. But in this, sorry the bag is moving around on me there, but just trying to keep that on to keep the cutting board clean. Okay. We'll take the best bone like that and just put that in the soup. We'll clean up our board and we'll cut up our vegetables. Guys, when I'm out there in the woods, I've said it before, I use a lot of these alcohol wipes, different brands. They're great. Keep your knives clean, your cutting boards clean, sanitized where you're cooking, and your hands, of course. That's the main reason I use them. Okay, so what I got there, a bit of green onion. We're just going to cut that up, and small enough. We'll get that in the pot. Turnip. He likes our turnip. Some people are going to say, well, you should cook your meat first, you cook your turnip first, you cook your vegetables first, or whatever. This is going to be in the pot long enough that I'm not going to have to worry about. It's all going to cook. We won't have anything to eat till late this afternoon, or this evening, I should say. So we're just going to put it all in the pot. I did a couple of pieces of salt beef, salt meat, whatever you want to call it. It is beef, I guess. So we got 2 of those in the pot, and we're going to cut up an onion. And last but not least, some carrots. 3 huge carrots I picked in my garden a year. We didn't have a good year for our carrots. Got a few, but they're all small, really small compared to most years. Like this would have been a small one most years. This is one of our bigger ones this year. So not sure if it's the soil settling down where we did take all the soil out of the buckets, reuse it, but I think we need to get some more sand mixture and into the buckets. Carrots like a sandy soil to grow in, so I've been told. I was willing to learn. Okay guys, before we put the water in there, we're going to put in some poppy rays. As you know, don't go far with my poppy rays. And just for some added taste today, I got oregano and parsley that I grew in the greenhouse. So we're going to put a bit of that in there, just to add some flavor to the soup. Parsley, and we'll just top her up with water now shortly and get her on the stove. Now guys, see this dandy rig I got here today to put some stuff in. You can actually hang this up. It's got straps on the back of it, roll it up. It's meant like a tool pouch. This is a gift from our great buddy, great subscriber Ellen Barroff. So was this spoon, so was the spatula. Ellen has been a great supporter to many of the Newfoundland YouTubers, and can't thank him enough. I got the different stuff. I got my fire starters on the bottom there. I got my light. Actually, it's a light bulb that Ellen sent me in this one here. I'm going to plug in later on as opposed to the lamp when I don't need as much light. Up here, I got some medication there. And I got my tea bags. I got tea bags from Darrell Wells. Now, what do you think of that? When one YouTuber gives the other guy use some tea bags. They're actually a different kind of tea, and it's chaga tea. Darrell bought it when he was on vacation, and he gave me a couple of tea bags to try out. So I'm going to try them out now shortly when the kittles boil. So stay tuned. See if I like chaga tea or not. Pretty well sure I will, but you know. Yeah, that looks good, and not even got on the stove yet, Tuggy buddy. Eh? That looks good, and it's not even got on the stove yet. Well, our soup is on the floor over there. Kettle's on the ball now. We'll get the soup on the stove now shortly. And Tucker is unusually staying close to the stove today, lying down by the stove, which is something he very seldom does. I don't know if he wants to heat or he's just comfortable. But I was outside. I was outside, and I didn't hear him, so I came in. When I came in, he was laid down right in front of the stove. Not touching him, mind you. I think he knows that it is hot. Hope so. Anyway, I got to keep an eye on him and make sure that he's not getting too close. It is pretty warm in there now. I got the door open there now. Usually I don't have that problem. Usually trying to keep the heat in. It is around 22, 23 degrees, I think, inside here right now. I got this little device here that I'm pointing at it gives you surface temperature. And it's saying 21 degrees on that post in the middle. If I point at the stove, it's telling me that it's 162 degrees. Whatever the little laser points at, like the far wall, now it's telling me 26 degrees. Not the idea. It doesn't give you a room temperature setting. It gives you a surface when you point. Picked up that one there at Canadian Tire a while back. Curious to see how it worked. Like I said, as far as room temperature, I just pointed straight up. Now it's saying that the ceiling in my tent is 28 degrees. That is warm. That is very warm. I'll have nights here in the winter that it won't be that warm. Anyway, kettle's starting to boil there now. We'll get our tea bag in there and let that steep for a while. Actually, no, I'm going to put the tea bag in the cup and let it steep in the cup. He's boiling good, Ducky. He's boiling good, buddy. I'll let that steep in there for a while now. Did put a board there because the cup just sitting on the two of these, even though they don't get hot. You can touch this here, not a problem. That stove is hot right now. But the cup be a bit tippy there, so just lay that board there. As you see, when I touch the other side, it is not hot. So let's get our pot on the stove now and get our soup going. Tell you right now, you really need smell-o-vision on that pot of soup. And it hasn't even started to cook yet. It smells delicious. What do you think, boy? Huh? No sudden movements. No sudden movements. I laid my coat down on the bunk. Somebody said that would make some pillow, eh? That would make some pillow. My new Viewarding coat. We got a lot of wear of that coat, buddy. That's a couple of years now that we've been on fall. He's on now to the winter. Only time I changed it out, put the heavier one on. Oh, sorry, am I talking too much? Keeping you awake? Pretty relaxing, guys. It's pretty relaxing here right now. Took us a while to get this all set up. Every sound he hears. It's just a pot in the stove, my buddy. There's a little bit of water coming into the pot. Oh, you need smell-o-vision there now, guys. That smells so good. Oh, Darrell, my buddy. Chug of tea. It's the spot. Oh, it's good stuff. Thanks a lot, my buddy. Check out Darrell's channel, guys. Darrell Wells Outdoors and Different Stuff. All kinds of stuff on his channel. Tucker's down out of the bunk. So I had to get some wood for the stove. He got down, got by the stove again. Enjoying his heat from the stove today for whatever reason. Getting old, I guess. He's Tucky boy, eh? I got the vent closed here so that no sparks don't come out on top of them. I'll keep an eye on, of course. Guys, the soup is pretty well done. See there. Just got some rice to add in there now. That'll just cook in there in the heat. Stir that in. Okay. We're just going to stir that in there now. We can just move to the side there now. Put the cover on that. Kettle's over to the side there. Just slightly steaming. And Tucker's right there. What are you doing, Tuck? What do you say? What do you want to do? Want to go catch that sunset? Want to go catch the sunset? We'll just close off the damper air and let that simmer stove burn slowly. We don't want to go out. And let's go down for a little walk. Okay? Let's go for a walk, see the sunset. Okay? And we'll come back and get some supper. How does that sound? Good? Is that good by you? You like supper? Aye? Not really the best sunset, is it, Tucky boy? Eh? Not the best sunset. Beautiful evening. It's too cloudy to get a nice sunset. Not much of a sandy beach, is it, buddy? Eh? See now, it's pretty well impossible to fish from here because even though underwater, water goes out the same way. Really shallow. We ran out of beach, my buddy. We ran out of beach. Can't walk any further this way without getting the wet and climbing up over there. We're not going to do that today. Oh, stay here. What do you think, buddy? Back up the beach, eh? As for the force it took, caused that rock to crack. You can see that it's part of the rock. Over the years, probably fell. The waves coming in there. Who knows? All the little holes in that one there. Very neat. Always amazed with patterns in rock. Probably not overly amazed. Sniffing around though. Hi, bud. Yeah, bud. Back to the tent before it gets dark. The smell coming out of that is unbelievable. I thought it is unbelievable. Okay guys, let's take up a bit of this soup now. I'm looking forward to this all day. That's the first bowl, sure to be more. Tucker's finishing up his out there. Actually, I think he got it finished. Alright guys, I'm going to give this a try here now. Hot yet. Oh my. Make you swallow your tongue. Sorry Tucker, can't have this because it lets onion in it. He's determined to break my bait over here, I think. My old cot's getting bad. It's not meant for a ball up 100 pounds of chocolate lab. No, spotting my food on the floor. You're not having that, my buddy. You had your supper. You had yours. Sorry, can't give you any of this. He just ran off after something. I don't know if it was a rabbit or a squirrel or what it was. He was out by the door there and he just took off in the woods. Called him and he came back, so couldn't have been too bad. Wrong, boy? What's wrong? Just that. Maybe you'll get some veggies later, huh? Maybe you get some veggies later. This is what he's looking at, guys. Smells good, don't it, buddy? Huh? Smells better than your kibble, I bet. You lie down now. Dad's gonna finish up his supper. Lie down. No? I just checked the Blue Eddy. I was just curious how fast it was running down. I only got that light on it right now, and I did charge up the battery for the chainsaw. Right now, at the current rate, just using that light bulb, I'm good for 87 more hours. We should be good till morning. It is warm here in the tent. Just using a little thermometer jobby. 34 degrees on the far side of the tent. 25 degrees in the back end. That is much too warm for me. I got a cup of tea poured up there now. Another chaga tea. Thanks again, Darrell. Too warm to drink tea. I'm waiting for it to cool down there now. I'll have a sip on that. I finished my book that I brought with me this afternoon. It's nice and quiet here. I thought we heard some loons. Me and Tucker went down by the water there. Thought we would catch the sunset, but it was too cloudy. The clouds were low on the horizon, so we sort of got a sunset with the sun sitting high above the clouds. But it was a beautiful night in on the water. Just tide was really low, so we were able to walk up the beach where we normally wouldn't be able to get. A lot of times, if the tide's either bit high, we definitely can't get up there because the water comes up to the woods, and the shoreline is a bit rugged to get around. But the water was really low, and we had a little stroll up the beach. Tucker's having a nap there now, and I'm going to try to actually clear up my phone. My phone is full. I got more pictures on the phone than I know what to do with. So I have to actually move stuff around. I got an SD card added, so I got a lot of stuff pushed after the SD card. But sooner or later, I'm going to have to break down, I think, and purchase another phone. Just wondering what everybody's using. Right now, I've got, it's an older one. I think it's an S10. I use this unit there as a safety device, Spot X. And I can send a text from there, supposedly, when I don't have cell coverage. I've had a couple of cases now where I couldn't get coverage with this one. Good clear line of sight, no trees around, nice big opening areas, and nothing. I could not get a message out. It happened when I shot the moose. I wanted to let my son-in-law know so he could come in, give me a hand. By the time the message got out to him, I had the moose in the truck. This, I know, is not 100% reliable, as much as I hate to say it, because I thought it would be way better than it is. I wonder what your experience is with the satellite communications on cell phones. I know the S25 apparently carries it, and I'm not sure of the iPhone. I know it does because I got friends who have actually used it, and they say it worked really well. Just wonder what people's personal experience was using the satellite communications. Would I get out in an area where I'm having trouble with the spot unit to send a message? Just like to know what experiences people have had. Like I said, sometime eventually I'm going to have to break down and get a new phone, and when I do, I'd like to be able to get something that is reliable, obviously, and if I can actually do away with a subscription to this one, that's a monthly subscription as well, that I have basically for my own mindset and family, so that if I go missing, they know where to find me. Not that I go that far anymore like I used to one time. I find I'm more in the same areas most of the time. Every now and then I got a tendency to wander here or there whenever I see something nice. Like I come here to the tent, pretty well impossible for going missing. It's more of a man down, and hopefully I got some way to get out. So anyway, let me know in the comments what your experience is with satellite communications using cellular phones. Well guys, earlier in the video I mentioned about getting sponsors coming, people contacting us and introducing items or introducing products for us to review. Some, they say, turn down flat. Others, you say, okay, maybe they got something I can use. I got one here today, and it's a great little unit. Wurkkos HD03. It's a little small magnetic light, and it do pack a punch. Just stay tuned, and we'll see how she does it when I turn off the lights here. This is in the tent right now, and as you can see, she's pretty dark. Now this is the light. You got a floodlight and a beam, so it's pretty good, and you can make it really bright. That's for the size of the light. Again, this little light is really good, but to me, for my practical purposes, you could leave it there. I don't need this. I don't really need this. And here's the green light, and there's your blue light. There's your green. There's your green again flashing. There's your red light, your blue light. Green again. Green. Red. Blue. Green. Green flashing. Red flashing. Blue flashing. These are options that can be useful in the right situation, but it's not practical for me. Is this a great little light? It is. It's really neat. It's brightness for the size. It's really good. But when I get out and get to use a light, for me personally, I want on, bright. I don't want to be flicking and all of a sudden light comes on flashing, or light comes on blue, or light comes on green. For me, that's not what I want. It's not what I need. So I'm going to give an honest review that, and now I can't get it to stop. Okay, I got to stop. It is too complex for what I want to use it for. I'm sure I can sit down with the papers and figure out what it does, but that's not my point. My point is I want something that is simple. I want to turn the light switch. I want it to come on. I don't want it to flash. So again, now, so I'm getting up in the middle of the night, I'm looking for something to turn on. What do? Fortunately, this would not be one that, for me personally, I would go out and purchase. But they do have some great products. I did see a flashlight there. I'm hoping the flashlight is just on, off, bright, and I think it's 6,000 lumens. So it should be really bright. Now, if they want to send me that one, I can try it out and let you guys know. I'll do it. But right now, this one, for me, ain't cutting it. Sorry, Wurkkos. Just ain't cutting it. Guys, like I was saying earlier, if a product comes out that I feel is good for you, for me, I'll give it a try. But my review will always be my honest opinion. It's not worth for me to come and say something is great if it's not. If I find it good, I find it good. Most of the products that I get come in, hey, I use it. It works for me. I can't say it doesn't work. One thing you can rely on, if I give you my opinion, it's my opinion, and it's as honest as I can give it to you. Judge yourself accordingly. Anybody got comments, questions, stick them down below. And I will do my best to answer it honestly and to my use and my point of view. Well, guys, it's about 10:30-ish. I've got practically no cell coverage here in this area. Occasionally I'll get a message come in, but unfortunately I can't respond to it. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. Messenger is out of the question altogether. Get the odd text in and out, and that goes and comes. The stove probably going to be going out because right now it's telling me it's about 30 degrees here in the tent. That's way too warm for me. Way too warm. And Tucker is over here on his bunk. How you doing, Tuck? Hey? Comfortable? Tucker's been asleep most of the night. I finished my book earlier today, and I got a couple old Downover magazines that I'm rereading. They're fairly old, so couple of articles I sort of forgot, and I've actually found about a new YouTube channel that's mentioned in one that I got to check when I get back. Something that I'd be interested in about the tour reserve on the Funk Islands. So anyway, if I do get that, see if that channel is working, I'll put a link to that channel down below if you're interested in migratory birds and what work goes on there. Other than that, we're probably not going to be doing a lot. I got my id lamp, another one courtesy of Alan Baroff. Alan, you're one hell of a guy. I've got several id lamps, or I've had several id lamps. I've lost a lot of id lamps. Just recently a package came in and it was 5 of these little ever-ready lights. Simple and practical. Came with batteries. That's all I need. I need to be able to wake up in the middle of the night, take this, push the button, and the light comes on, and way to go. Practical and simple is what I need. Just like me. And she'll cool down during the night. I got my sleeping bag underneath me now, and as of right now, that's all I'm going to be doing. I got out of my pants into my gym pants. Wish I'd brought gym shorts, something to put on a little bit cooler. And we're going to call it a night, and we'll be seeing you guys in the morning. Of course, I don't have to use my id light to read. I got a nice bulb there, and I got the Blue Elite 100 V2 provide me the power. I can actually shut that off from here. I don't have to get up. I can shut off the AC power on it when I want to turn out the lights, which is a really nice feature as well. But right now, there's a nice bright light for reading, and I'm going to read on till she cools down a bit, because it's just too hot to go to sleep. Good night. Well guys, it's 7 o'clock. I think I've been awake since about 5. Woke up a few times during the night. Bathroom duties. What? Okay, yeah, I know. You want this hour. Now you want your 15 minutes of fame. And last going off this morning, Tucker decided maybe he was going to try to get on the bunk with me. And he got up around my legs and he crawled around and he twisted around a few times, but he couldn't get comfortable. And to be honest with you, I wasn't very comfortable either. The old cot's wore out, and looks like we're going to have to start looking for something better, something newer. That one's beyond repair. I'm after repairing it a couple of times, and I might even make up some kind of bid arrangement for me and Tucker, so that we can, at least he can get down by my legs and be comfortable when I be waking me up during the night. Hey bud. Good stuff, buddy. Huh? Problem is, anything other than a cot, if you got anything with a mattress type thing in a tent, you're going to get squirrels and that kind of stuff in it. So something we got to bear in mind. See what we can come up with. I'm sure we'll work out with something. We got the stove going there now. Kettle's on the boil and the voice is starting to go. Not good. And hopefully we'll get a cup of coffee and cook up some breakfast, pick up some wood, and see what else we get up for today. Not any big plans. Plan on hitting back. This was just a basic check out the tent and make sure everything's okay before the winter starts. Get a bit of wood, get that wood out there cleaned up, and I'm thinking
tonight I'll be home, and tomorrow night I'll be off to the next adventure. Hopefully you'll come along with that one as well. The plan is me and Tucker are going out in the truck for a night or two, but we're not sure yet. We're going to see. It won't happen tonight. By the time we get back, they get picked up, re-grubbed, get our stuff on the go. But we'll see where she goes from there. Stay tuned. Let's get some breakfast on the go. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. What? Huh? Good old boy. Good old boy. Yeah, the kettle's boiled, Tucky. Get ourselves a cup of tea. I'll get me a cup of tea. I'll lay that over there. I'll get the frying pan on now. A few moose sausages for breakfast, eh? And a couple of eggs to go into that when she's almost done. Oh, there's nothing like that first taste of coffee or tea in the morning. Either one of it. Tea was nice and convenient this morning. I had my chaga tea left in there. It says you can reuse it, but it wasn't quite strong enough this morning, so I threw a titly in with it. I got another chaga that I'm going to keep for another trip. But it was good tea. Yeah. All dainty this morning with your legs crossed, my buddy. Eh? These are garlic, buddy. You can't have any of these, unfortunately. Honey garlic. Hey, buddy. Get our bits all cleared up. That old cat is gone, bud. He's gone. Don't know why I cook sausages. I always cut them up when I'm cooking them. You're better off if I made little balls, flatten them out, or little patties. Make them more practical to cook. Doing, buddy? Huh? I don't know if you can see it because you're in the shade, but your legs crossed again. Okay, sausage is pretty well done. Drop a couple eggs in there now. Let's cook with the meat. Sound good, Tucky, sound good. Just gonna scramble the eggs in with the sausage. Really meaty omelet, you know. Well, guys, cool down a bit. Figured why make a plate dirty. These sausages are a couple years old now, just because the day we made them. So I'm going to enjoy this now, and then we'll continue to pack up to head home. Good stuff. Like I said, you may have seen me do this before, lots of times before if you watch the channel a lot. But after every burn in that stove, this is a must. Talking that underneath me, buddy. You got to clean up these pipes, and this is one of the most effective ways to do it out in the bush. Is just take a bow, push it through, work it up a bit, and cleans out your pipe. Otherwise, these pipes will fill up pretty fast,
and you risk having a fire. And you don't want a fire in your pipe, in your tent. So it's quick, simple, nothing fancy. Even these here, gotta go through. A little air to get through sometimes, but get it in there, work it in. Just make sure you dump it out. World of difference. And your top one, as you see, really starts to fill up. This is the air I just want to get in there. But again, it's a must. And this one you just give it a brush, same as you would a brush. Every so often I'll go on and take the airbrush and I'll do this. I don't really spray it out even. And get it cleaned up. You can see we're all the difference. Anyway, keep doing the rest and we'll get everything picked up. I think may have to take some stuff off the slide and make 2 trips. Again, there's not enough snow. I think she's going to be too heavy, too hard to pull. It's wet. Well, we shall see. Hey buddy, what do you think of it all? Got to the truck and I realised that the table and cot that I had on top fell off. The container's open because I realised the keys to the truck was in the coat pocket. And I haven't had a coat on all weekend. But it is starting to get drizzlier now, so I'm going to put it on and we'll see if we can't load this in. Oh. Ready to go aboard, bud? Can't wait to get in the truck. He loves the truck. Huh? I just saw one you did on the ground, so I gotta pick it up. Huh? What do you got to say to everybody? Tucker? Huh? Say thanks for coming along, guys. Hope you enjoyed the show. Until next time. Tucker. Until next time, Tucker. Until next time, I got treats. We'll be talking. Say we'll be talking and we'll go. We'll be talking.